Next segment, let's save some cash, and we got to talk about some RC sales that are going on this week that you might want to check out. So first off, let's talk about Traxxas. Traxxas actually has had a spring sale going on most of this month in March, where you can save some cash on the Traxxas Slash Ultimate 4x4, which is about $100 off. I think regular price $499.99. Now at $399.99 with $100 off. Also the Traxxas Rustler Ultimate, which has also been $100 off. As far as I could tell, I don't know when that sale is going to end, but it's still going right now at the time of this video. I just checked the prices today. It's still active. Also from Traxxas, there is a deal on the Traxxas TRX4 High Trail Edition vehicles that you could find at also $100 off of each of the High Trail Edition models, such as like the 72 Chevy K5 Blazer, the K10 truck body, and then also the High Trail Sport Editions also on sale, I think 14% off. A lot of good sales from Traxxas right now. Usually, I feel like in the past you didn't see a lot of sales from Traxxas quite like this. But like I said, these sales on these specific models, the High Trail Editions, the Slash Ultimate, and the Rustler Ultimate have been on sale for most of March. And as far as I can tell, they're still going on sale for now. So you might want to check it out. Next sale I want to talk about from Traxxas is they just released a sale on their BL2S Slash models, where if you purchase a Traxxas Slash BL2S, you can get a battery and charger combo with it for free. That sale is actually, from what I could tell, is on the Traxxas website, so you might want to check out that site. If you're looking at getting a Traxxas Slash BL2S, you might get a free battery and charger with it. All right, so next sale to talk about, we have a sale this week that's starting on the Losi Promoto Mx's. It looks like, doesn't matter which model you pick, whether it's the regular Losi Promoto Mx or it's the Supermoto, all of those models are going to be $80 off no matter which one you pick. Even if it comes with a battery and charger, still $80 off. That's coming out to around a 13 to 14% discount, which is a pretty decent discount, for being honest. But take a look, it's on Horizon Hobby and on A-Main Hobbies, got the same sales going at the same times. But like I said, Losi Promoto Mx is on sale, $80 off, doesn't matter which model you pick. All right, so those are some of the bigger sales that I want to talk about from Traxxas and from Losi. This next segment is going to be the sales roundup, where I cover a lot of the smaller models and other sales that are not a part of like a bigger sales group. So we are going to go to my dashboard, take a look at that, and go through the list and take a look at the biggest sales that we got out there right now from A-Main and Horizon Hobbies. All right, so here we are at the fastrc.net dashboard. Like I said, I urge you guys to take a look at this dashboard, take a look at the website. Specifically, this page for current sales is a really nice page to look at, and is going to show you the biggest sales across A-Main and Horizon Hobbies when it comes to specific RTR models. Especially on a lot of the biggest brands, you'll see I have Team Associated, Arma, Traxxas, all the big brands. So let's take a look. At the top of the list at 43% off, we have the DR10 electric drag race kit. I know drag racing's not really the hotness nowadays, but if you're looking to get a drag racing car, especially in a kit version from Team Associated, now might be a good time to do that. 43% off, final price being $149.99. Just below that, we have the Team Associated RB10 RTR. Coming in at $289.99, which is 40% off. That model's a little bit weird. It's kind of like spiked in price over the last week at back to $489.99 and then dropped back down to $290. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But if you're interested in that vehicle, it seems like a good time to pick it up. Kind of going through, we have a lot of other Team Associated stuff. Another RB10. We got an RC10 factory team kit, which is on sale for 35% off. When you're looking at this chart, you see a negative number here. It means 35%, basically. Negative percentage points. Taking a look, we have a Rival MT8 4x4. Seems like a pretty cool truck. I've actually heard a lot of really good things about the Rival MT8 monster truck. And right now you could pick it up at A-Main Hobbies for $350, which is pretty nice. 31% discount. We have a couple vehicles from the Losi. Mini B 16th two-wheel drive buggies, which are on sale for $119.99, 25% off from their normal price. Got a couple more Team Associated, the Apex Rallies, got Datsun 240Zs. These are some on-road cards if you're interested in that. And let's keep on rolling. Here's all the Traxxas stuff that I was talking about earlier. We got the Traxxas Ultimate VXL Brushless, which is 20% off at $100, which is a pretty nice sale. We got the Rustler Ultimate, same thing, 18, almost 19% off, but also $100 off. And then rolling through, you can see the Traxxas High Trail Editions. All of those are 18% off, which is still $100 off. We got a Kyosho phaser here, which is on sale 14%, almost 15% at $289.99 for the '69 Chevy El Camino. Also got the Traxxas TRX4 Sport High Trail editions, which are 14% off. Looks like those are $50 off of the regular price at $299.95. And then if you just keep rolling through here, I won't go through all of these, but you can see the Losi Promoto Mx's that I talked about, which every single model is $80 off. That's also here on the chart, clocking in about 13 to 14% off. We got some Element Enduros, some more Losis. Like I said, I won't go through every single one of these, but I urge you guys to take a look at this page. Like I said, this dashboard is free to use. Just go to fastrc.net, take a look at current sales, and see if you find anything you like. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at scratch and dent stuff next. All right, and we're on to scratch and dent. I know I talked about this in my previous video explaining this dashboard, but this week we did have some new scratch and dent vehicles that popped up onto this chart. In particular, this Element RC Enduro is looking like a 13% discount. So if you're looking to get an Element on sale or slightly discounted with the IFS system, this truck has it, and it's almost 13% off. And like I said, I won't go through all of these, but we do have some other models that popped in here this week, like the Arma Fire Team, which is a scratch and dent model coming in at $591.99, along with some other Kyoshos. Got another Fire Team. Like I said, I'd urge you guys to take a look at this list. There's always stuff popping in and out of this list all the time. Thing to keep in mind on the scratch and dent list, also like the current sales list, this updates every 7 days. And as these models drop off from A-Main's website, they'll no longer show up on this chart once the 7-day refresh kicks in. But looks like we got some decent options out there this week. I urge you guys to take a look. And so that's it for this.